Hi everyone and welcome to our session today, Microsoft Edge browser. We're going to talk about 10 features of Microsoft Edge browser. Let me share my screen and start together. So, for today, we're going to talk about Microsoft Edge browser features, and I would like to highlight all the new educators who are still working on the application process for MIEE program that will start in November. There are several questions asking about the use of features of Microsoft Edge browser in your classroom. So let's start together. My name is Farah Ristom, Microsoft Innovative Educator Expert 2021-2022, Microsoft Certified Educator, and Microsoft Certified Trainer. Welcome to all suggestions, to all questions, and to all ideas, and welcome to all support at the end of this session. Moving to the agenda, we're going to start with an overview. We're going to talk about Read Aloud and Immersive Reader tools. Then we're going to move to collections, how to create collections. Then we're going to see together how to use web capture. And we're going to talk about inking on PDFs. We're going to have equations and see how to use Math Solver. Then we will move to adding extensions and how to manage extensions. And we're going to create QR code, and we're going to check more options with the conclusion, and finally with the resources and the links. Let's start. Overview. First of all, getting started, how to get Edge browser. Actually, if you are using Windows 10, this is a built-in browser. So simply, if you go to the Start button, as you can see here, and you type Edge browser, you will get Edge browser and you will install it or you'll open immediately. However, if you are not using Windows 10, you can just simply go to Chrome, Google Chrome, and you can type here Microsoft Edge browser free download, and you're going to be using this page to download and start Microsoft Edge. So simple and so easy. Now back to my presentation. And let's talk about the importance of Microsoft Edge browser. Actually, browsing experience can be personalized to create a rich, engaging, inclusive experience for both teachers and students. Students of different learning abilities, they can use Microsoft Edge browser since there are different tools that suit their abilities and needs, such as Immersive Reader, Read Aloud, Math Solver, and others. Now, moving to the first tool, Read Aloud. Read Aloud, it helps all students with different needs and abilities to listen and read along with the text on any web page. Actually, students with difficulties who are really struggling with visual fatigue, or they are non-native speakers, or they prefer to listen rather than to read, or they have a dyslexia and other special education abilities we have in classroom. So the educators can use a Read Aloud tool to help these students. Let's see together how Read Aloud works. Now I'm using my Edge browser. I have an article here. Just I can right click, okay, and I will use the Read Aloud tool. Okay. So I can pause, okay, and I can also go to voice options. As you can see here, you can increase the speed or make it slower. You can choose any other voice. Maybe if you want to select something in French or Italian, it's up to you. In Arabic also as well, we have here, you can use it and give it a try, but now in French, okay. So now reading aloud in French. I can pause and back to the English language, reading in English. Okay, so also I can select, for example, one sentence and I can right click, and now I can read aloud just only the sentence that I have, or the paragraph that I have selected. So here there are many options that you can use to read, or to change the voice, or to change the speed. Now back to the presentation, as you can see here, and we will move to Immersive Reader. What do you mean by Immersive Reader? This tool is very important, and it's really helpful in improving comprehension by increasing the fluency for English language learners or readers with other first languages. Also, it helps to build confidence for emerging readers learning to read at higher levels. Moreover, Immersive Reader offers text decoding solutions, especially for students with learning differences as dyslexia. There are grammar preferences, text preferences, which are really of great help. And we cannot forget that we have the translation option, translation for a whole article or text, or translation of words. So let's move and see how can we use Immersive Reader. Back to Edge browser now, and I will select another article, and as you can see here, this is where we can enter to Immersive Reader by using this icon. Now here we will start with contents, and you can see the table of contents here. For example, I go to translations, so immediately I'm in translations. I can close and use the read aloud also, using, but this time read aloud from the Immersive Reader toolbar. Now, reading aloud in English, using read aloud from Immersive Reader. Okay, I can stop here, and of course I can change the speed, and I can change the language. I will close it now and back to text preferences. Text preferences, we can change the size, we can make spaces in between the words, we can change the font, we can change text column style, and this is a new, and we can change the page theme. Let's see the size. I can make it bigger, for example, okay, or back to medium. No, okay, now I can make text spaces turn on and turn off. Okay, now I can change the font. I can make it comic also, another try, as you can see here. Also, we have changing the column style. Okay, I will get it back to default. What about the page themes? Yeah, I can have more themes. I can change it. I can make it yellow or pink. Okay, or back to white. Now, back, and we will move to check the grammar tools. Once we talk about the grammar, we can talk about syllables, we can talk about parts of speech and show labels. Okay, so for example, I have here this paragraph. Let me check the grammar tools. I can here check the parts of speech. For example, I close it. Let me check another. Actually, it's not responding. Let me check another article. Okay, I will check another article in a few seconds. Actually, it's not responding. I will go and to the Edge browser one more time, and I will check another article. So let's start and check the article for health and use the grammar tools. I can use here the parts of speech if I want. Okay. Okay, great. I can just turn on the nouns, turn on verbs if I want, adjectives, and I can show labels. So we can see here that grammar tools also of great support for the readers. So we can see the nouns in purple and the verbs in red, the adjectives in green, and the adverbs in about yellow. And also show labels. Can you see here? We have the verbs, we have the noun, article, noun. If I turn it off, you can just see the article now. Where it's not, and they are not splitted, splits words into syllables, as you can see here. Now it is off, and now we have one word article. So now moving to reading preferences. Let's check reading preferences and let's check the options. We have line of focus, helps to focus while reading. So if I turn it on, I will focus on line at a time. Okay, I will turn it off. It will be back to the original article. What about the picture dictionary? If I turn it on, and for example, I want to check this here, human. Once the cursor, can you see here, got it? Here, for example, I want to check variety or health. Let me check here. Okay. I would like to check something here. Activities could be. Okay. So you can see activities by showing an image. Okay. So easy and so nice to use this dictionary. Now, if I close this dictionary, what about translation? We have list of translations. We can translate, as you can see here, we can translate the whole text or a word or whatever. I can, let me select this sentence. Okay, and now I want to translate this one, this sentence, for example, to Arabic. Let's check. And or I can translate the whole. This is now I'm translating the whole article, and as you can see here, it's translating. If I turn it off, I'm back to the main article in English. I can select the languages here, and it will be back to English. It will take a few seconds trying to refresh the page. One more time. We will go to translation. I will turn it off. Let me check here if I can just select one sentence and I can translate only the sentence. else I will, the reading preferences, I will select, let me check here another, what we have, what are the languages that we have here. We have Russian. Okay, let me check this one also. I'm trying to refresh the page. It will take a few seconds only, and it will translate here. As long as I have turned on the button here, this means, okay, great. It's translated to the whole paragraph. Fine. I can translate, or I can get it back. Yes, of course. I can get back to English. I have turned it off. So as you can see here, Immersive Reader, we have many options from read aloud, text preferences, grammar tools, and reading preferences. Now back to the presentation, and we will move to collections. What do we mean by collections? Collections actually where teachers can arrange or gather the resources, the lesson plans, and can retrieve it easily. Similarly, students, they can research, capture, organize information, and can get the information or retrieve the information or the articles, the images easily. So this is very important and very nice, since the research or the plans or the resources going to be in one place, organized, keeping the students focused, organized, and engaged. Let's see how it works. Back to the Edge browser now, and I will start with a new web page. I want to start to create collection. Can you see here the button with the plus? Here, where can I start with a new collection? Also, I have another option. We will see it from here, from the ellipses, and you can have collections, and you can start from here creating your collections. So, step number one, I will check the page that I want to get the resources from, or the images, or the text. And as you can see here, I want to start. Simply, you press on next, and here you will start adding the current page. Before you add the current page, first of all, you give it name. Okay, so now I'm going to create a collection about MIEE program. Okay, and I want to collect all the resources in one collection. So first of all, I give it a name and enter. I can add here a sticky note. I can write here, for example, round 2 will start in November 2021. Okay, I can make it bold. For example, round 2, bold, italic, underline. I can add bullets. I can change, make it header, change. I can change the colors, as you can see here. And so now I have the sticker. Number 2 here, I can also add, as long as I'm using now Microsoft Educator Center, for example, and this page, how to join the program. For example, I can add current page. Just click on add current page, and you're going to have the current page in the collection. Okay, moreover, I want to add, for example, the badge. First, I can pinpoint this collection. Okay, as you can see it here, now it's pinpoint. And I want to add the image. So I can add the image. Can you see the blue line? Now I'm adding image also. Can I add a text? Yes, of course, I can add a text. For example, here, I can select this here, and I can drag the text to the collection. Now I have a full collection. Of course, we have these. You can send it to Excel. You can send it to OneNote, send it to Word, and you can open as a new open all separately, and you copy all and you can paste. So easy and so simple using the collections, as you can see here. Now back, I have one collection. If I want to add another collection, for example, I want to add a collection about I have a lesson plan and I'm going to explain about Scratch. Okay, I can add another collection. Okay, and for example, here back, so I have 2 collections. Can I delete this collection? Yes, of course. You just press here, and you can have this blue button. You can just check here, and then you can delete. Now we have learned about creating collections. Back to our presentation, and let's see what's next. Web captures. Okay, we're going to talk about web capture. This tool, it's a great tool to capture and annotate content on a web page. So teachers can easily capture the content and or capture the whole article, make annotations, save the content if going to distribute to students, highlight, and draw. Let's see together how it works. Back to the Edge browser, and now here I will close the collection. Okay, and let me open now another document. For example, I have this document, and I can easily Control Shift and S here. Let me take one more time, sorry. I want to use the web capture. So web capture here, I can just select web capture, as you can see here. And now I have capture area or capture full page. If I want to capture area, this means I want to capture only this these sentences, the 3 sentences. I can copy these sentences, for example, and move them to another document. See here, I have an open document, Word, Control V. I have copied the information and or the text and pasted in another document. Back to the Edge browser, I want to show you one more time how to use the web capture. Just now I have used Control Shift S. Okay, and now I want to capture full page. As you can see now, I have full page. Let's go and start with the option drawing. I will use the red line. I can make it just thicker. Okay, and here I want to talk about, for example, round 2. Sorry, I want to circle round 2, or I want to circle this badge. If by mistake I did any, I have add anything by mistake, I can just erase. And here, for example, I can erase the selected area. Okay, can I use drawing one more time? But this time I will use the yellow. Okay, so now I want to just underline. So you can use it in several ways. Once I'm done, I can save my the web capture. I could use it later. Okay. Also, I can add it to collection. I have one collection we have just created together, a MIEE program. I can add to, and now it's added to the collection. So, moreover, I have more options here. I can copy and I can share it. So easy to use web capture. Back now, I will close and back to my presentation to learn more about more features, to check more features. Now I'm going to talk about PDFs. What do I mean by inking on PDFs? Let's see together. As you can see this example here, I have selected a PDF and I have just added corrections, circle here, and highlighting and adding comment. We will see how it works. First of all, I'm back to the Edge browser. I will open a PDF, which already I have. And as you can see here, the PDF, we have contents. Okay, I can go to any phase. If I want to go to phase 2 or back to about 1, this is. Now I can just minimize or add to zoom in, zoom out. I can rotate or fit to page back. I can use the page view. If I have 2 pages, I can see both. Or back to single page. And now fit to page, for example. Moreover, I can use the draw. If I want to select, for example, the dark blue and here, how can I use it? I want to use here, I want to just underline, for example, anything that I want to underline educators, and I want to underline learner. Okay. What about highlighting? Yeah, okay, I can use the highlight. I can change the color first, and then I can use the highlight. I want to highlight this link. Let's see, I will do it one more time. Okay, great. Now it's highlighted. If I right click, I can add comment. So for example, check the link for answering and collecting evidence. Okay, for the nomination, for self-nomination. Okay, for self-nomination, and so on. And now I have a highlighted link with a new comment. Okay, now what else we have? Okay, I can use another color here, for example, and I can say that I'm done with phase 1. Okay, I'm done with phase 2. Here I have some questions and so on. Can I erase? Yes, of course, just erase here. Okay, I want to erase what I want to erase. I can just check here and erase the line, as you can see. I can erase the line. Moreover, I can print and I can save it. So I can check these changes later on. Okay, and I can use the pen. It will be now pen to toolbar. Now back to the presentation. And we will move from inking on PDFs to Math Solver. Let's see together how it works. Math Solver in Edge browser, it helps students to go step-by-step instructions, and it actually by giving solutions and giving more videos, recommended videos also, and different ways of solutions as well. And this is really very helpful for all levels, starting from elementary to secondary and to college levels as well. How it works, we have 2 ways. Either we select the math problem or we type the math problem. Back to the Edge browser, and we will see now how to work with Math Solver. This is a PDF already I have selected. And now I want to check the math solver. As you can see here, going to the ellipses, I can check more tools and I have math solver. This is the icon of math solver. As you can see, it says that we have two ways, either to select a math problem or type a new math problem. Let's select one and try to see how it will solve this equation. Okay, so now here, select math problem. I will select the first problem. Once I select the first problem, I just click on solve. Now, okay, so I have this equation now, as you can see, and solve for x equal to. Show solutions steps here. You can see the steps, how solving this equation. You can also see a graph, okay? And you can see recommended videos. As well, you can share the solution. So it's really very nice and very practical and very helpful and supporting to all students. I will close it now and back to my presentation. Let's check what's the other feature now. Okay, we have extensions. We have extensions. We will learn together how to add extensions and how to manage extensions. Extensions are third party of Microsoft created tools that are embedded into the Edge browser. Escape now and back to the Edge browser. As you can see here, this is, for example, my profile, and I have two extensions. I have Cisco WebEx extension. I have Wakelet extension. Okay. How can I add more extensions? As you can see here, this is extensions. This is the icon here. Just click on the extensions and you can manage extensions. What about these ones here already there? I can have more actions. I can remove the extension if I don't want any more, and it will be removed. So I still have only Wakelet. Can I add more extensions? Yes, of course. I have extensions here, manage extensions. Let's check together how can I add extensions. Okay, so number one here, I have one because I have deleted Cisco extension. How can I find extensions? Get extensions for Microsoft Edge. I can find the button here or here I can use. I can also turn on allow extensions from other stores. I can also find extensions from Chrome Web Store. So get extensions from Microsoft Edge. I will click on Microsoft Edge now. I am Edge add-on. I have different categories, as you can see here. Let me check. If you check, for example, productivity, you can have different extensions from other category, entertainment. Okay, so I'm back here to productivity, and I want to select, for example, Grammarly. Grammarly. I just click on get and add extension. Let's see now if I have, it's downloaded here. Can you see? It's downloaded. Few seconds. I will have a new extension, Grammarly. Okay. I can have more than one, of course. As I have said, I can add another spelling and grammar checker. And this is also very helpful. Let's see here. Few seconds and downloading a new extension. Hopefully it will be downloaded quickly. It won't take that much time. Let's wait for a few seconds, and we can see here others. I can show you more. If I scroll down, you can see here we have different types and different extensions. Okay, we can check them together. And all these types of extensions, as you can see, you can add. It depends on the level of the class, on the students' abilities. Okay, so you can add here YouTube Flash video player, for example. These are common. You can add URL to QR code, as you can see here. Actually, it won't take that much time to add an extension, but let's see here also. I will show you meanwhile other categories, starting from home. This is the first one, and then here we will move to themes. You can check here also. You can get extensions for themes. Okay, and now here you can also start with accessibility extensions. Can you see them? Okay, I will scroll and show you more. Okay, here we have blocking. Okay, these also extensions are useful. Gmail, I think that you can add it if you want to your profile. And we have communication. Can you see the communications? Here also we have more extensions for communications. Easy and very nice. Actually, I'm also exploring with you more extensions than the ones that I already know. We have entertainment, as you can see here. Nice and easy entertainment. You can add something, music, for example, and news and weather. This is very nice. You can use it and you can add it and check the weather whenever possible, especially if you are moving from one country to another. There are different ways to check the weather and the news. I will try one more time if it didn't work. Actually, it's still downloading. Just I wonder why. Once it's downloading, also I can show you more options. Here we have a folder. You can add it to a folder on the desktop. You can search for downloads, and you have here the ellipses. You can clear all download history or download settings. You can check. I will clear download histories, for example, and I will check one more time. Hopefully that I can add another extension to show you. Let's see here how it works. I will close it and check for another one more time. Let's see here, back. And I want to go to edges here. Let's see if we have a Grammarly here. Okay, I will try it. Or instead of Grammarly, we're going to check for editor and add extension for editor. Hopefully it will be faster. I think it's faster and we will get the extension soon. Okay. Anyway, meanwhile, I think that is faster. I still have few seconds and I will get the extension. So by now we have learned the many features of Edge browser, and hopefully that we can start using them as soon as possible. And as we can see that here it's downloading. Now, more few seconds and mission done. So I have the extension now. Okay. Let me check. Okay, I will check the extensions here. And as you can see, it's on. If it is off, this means you cannot see it. However, if it is on, you can see the editor now with other extensions. So back now to the presentation, and we will talk about profiles. And this is very important to learn about. In Edge browser, really gives us or offers us a great opportunity, especially we can have many profiles at the same time. And this allows school and home browsing experiences to be separated on the same device. So you can have separate profiles and you can add different extensions to each profile. You can, teachers also, they can use it for different classes or different subjects. Let's see how it works. Back to the Edge browser, okay? And now here, I have my profile. If I click on my profile, as you can see, I'm using my personal profile, okay? I can add other profiles. I have different profiles. For example, I want to work with the Ventesco Youth Education Center profile. So I can change it, and I'm using now another email, okay? I can add a new profile or back to my profile, and I can add a new profile, for example, simply by pressing on add profile, click add, and then you can start with a new profile. Continue and sign in, and you add a new account. So back now, okay, to my profile, as you can see here, I have Wakelet, I have editor, for example. However, if I'm using Ventesco profile, as you can see, I have a different dashboard. I have only Zoom as an extension. So back here, I'll be back to my personal account, for example. So using profiles is very nice and very easy and very helpful if you are working and using more than one account. Rather than to sign in and to sign out several times, you have them all in one safe place. Now back to the presentation. What's the other feature that we're going to talk about? QR code. Very important feature. And we will see how to create a generate QR code. I have this link also for QR code. You will check it in the links at the end of the presentation. Back to the Edge browser. Now I have my Edge browser, and we will check the QR code. Here, this is the link, Edge adds on QR code and get QR code. Okay, now if I have here Ventesco Youth Education Center, for example, and I want to have QR code to share it with my students to check what are the available courses, click inside here the bar, and you can just create QR code for this page. Now, can you see the QR code? Okay, great. So scan QR code, or you can download the QR code. Okay, you can download the QR code. So it's easy to get a QR code, as you can see here, and you can just now downloading. I have pressed it twice, so I will delete one, and once it's done, I will have the QR code. Easy and simple. It will be in the download folder. So back now also Let's check more features. We have the more options. After the QR code, we have more options. Let's see where can we find more options. Okay, we have the ellipses, the 3 dots. We will check together now this list. We will talk about the applications, more tools, and how to enhance the dashboard. Okay, we will see together how to add these. Now, back the Edge browser, and we will see, I will use my profile, and here we'll see together. This is the more tools. I mean here, we can use the ellipses, the 3 dots. If you click on the 3 dots, as you can see here, there are options that you can see them on the toolbar, and you can find them also in this list. So we have a new tab, new window, instead of pressing on plus, zoom. So just you can change the size, smaller or bigger. Okay, we have favorites, we have collections. You have checked the collections outside, and you can find it here in this list. The history you can download. Now I want to talk about applications. Okay, applications. I can add any application. For example, if I'm here in Ventisco Youth Education Center and I want to create an application, I can install this as an application. Okay, install as an application, and it will be installed now, and I can pin to the task bar. Okay, if I'm back here, I can see what are the applications I have. Now I have an application, as you can see. It's easy rather than searching and using it. So pin to taskbar and allow. Now I have it pinned on in my taskbar. Also right click on that. I can unpin from taskbar. I will close it now, as you can see here, and back to my profile and to the ellipses. I would like to talk about more tools. More tools, you can have the math solver in more tools. I have already talked about solving equations, using this math solver to solve equations. One more thing I want to talk about, you can have cast media to device, you can save page as, and these are important options. You can check them as well. Now I'm going to move to settings. Okay, settings of my profile, of the profile that I'm using now, which I'm using my own account. In the settings, we have the settings for appearance and the settings for the profile. Here, with the 3 dots, more actions, you can remove or you can edit, okay, and sign out. Moreover, also you can just back, add another profile from here, okay, rather than adding profile from by clicking on this image. More things to see. You can manage the account, passwords, you can see more profiles, all here. Now moving to the appearance, you can change the appearance of the dashboard. You can use different appearances. You can see here, this is the moonlight glow. You have green, red. So it's up to you to use the appearance and to change it as you like. So back now to my page. I can say back to the page here, and I'm back to my profile. I can see it from here, or I can close it and check other pages, as you can see here. So Now, back to the presentation. And as you can see here, I want to share a few resources. You can check later how to download the Microsoft Edge browser in case you don't have Windows 10. And you can have Microsoft Edge add-on for more extensions. Also, you can check the website for joining MIEE expert and so on. Now, I want to thank everyone, and I want to highlight, pinpoint that still you have time for the application process. Hopefully, these 4 sessions are helpful to go on for filling as soon as possible the nomination questions sheet. We have started with session 1, how to join MIEE program for 21-22 round 2, which will start in November. Then session 2, it was titled Flipgrid. Then we moved to using a video editor to create a video, for example, or to provide a learning artifact while using Microsoft tools such as Microsoft Photos. And today we have talked about the features of Microsoft Edge browser. So I would wish you in advance good luck and see you soon with more sessions. Bye for now.